Recording, okay. Sherman L review part 2. We're at Estelle Manor Park. As I said in the first part, we were going to overheat, or my GoPro tends to do that. So we're going to zip through this field here. Okay. Second part of this video, I'm going to continue to do what I did in the first part, which was unscripted, which is me just talking randomly about how awesome the Sherman L is. Very few improvements could be made, and the improvements that could be made, they made aftermarket parts for, so they did pretty good. The Sherman L. This is Estelle Manor Park. There's a veterans cemetery here, and a bunch of trails, dirt trails, and little paved trails like this. Nice place to ride. Let's go over to the veterans cemetery. Okay. Came about 20 miles to get here, and gonna ride around here for a few miles, and then I'll make my way back. And usually from this trip I go home with around 40-30%, depending on how fast I'm going, but today I'm doing the review at a pretty slow speed so that you guys can hear. So I'm guessing I'll have around that 40 something percent mark. But pretty much range wise, with me riding fast, as fast as I can, because one day I know I didn't have much time, so I was just hauling ass everywhere. I was just hanging out mid-40s the whole time until it started to beep on me, and I think I took it down to about 25-ish% because I could still go 40. But see Mr. Goose. Good morning. I always try to be extra polite to people. That way they can't say that I was the reason why they hate guys on these electric unicycles, you know, doing my part. I'm gonna seated ride around here for a little. There's a whole other side to this park that we're gonna go on while I'm talking here, because it lets me get nice audio. I'm hoping the first part of that review, most of it was hearable, because this is a new helmet, so I don't know how well my voice is projecting through it. I know it's fitting a little snug because it's new, but so do all new helmets. But again, the LS2 sub, what was it called? The Subverter Evo, I think it was called, but they had a lime green helmet. I think I spent 180 something on it. It's a good helmet for that cost, you know, high crash test rating, really lightweight, a lot of vents for breathing. Yeah, I like it. I just got the Pidzoom mirror put on here, which I have mixed reviews about. Pretty sure I talked about that in the first part a little bit. I was just rambling, but it just feels like it's really hard to get into position and stay there. So I'm working on it. I have it positioned on a few of my helmets. A couple of them I have it on the jaw line near where the headset, you know, cardo unit is. And on this one I tried it on the visor, which I have a mountain bike visor mirror zip tied to my older helmet, but I decided that it was time to upgrade, or at least it's not like the other helmet's not still good. It's just an older helmet. I believe the brand is called Cyber. It's a motocross helmet, but just a little heavier, a little bulkier. But yeah, I've grown accustomed to it, so this is just gonna take some time to get used to, but I do like it. Very comfortable, and I like being seen. So the other one's pretty black and white colored. This one is bright green and bright lime yellow and lemon, whatever colors. But yeah, obviously you don't want to get hit on one of these unicycles, so I want to be seen. I want people to see me. Seated riding is extremely comfortable. I'm pretty sure I went over that at the end of the last one, so again, just making sure I cover all the bases during these two videos here. The handling of this wheel extremely well. Oh, I didn't finish the range conversation. So that was I went on the top speed range. If you're driving this slow like I am today, I've gotten 70 something miles out of a trip and still had 17% battery left because I was going slow. So I mean, you can squeeze some range out of it if you keep it down in the 20s and maybe only go into the 30s. But if you're screaming in the 40s, she's only going 30 to 40 miles. Yeah, at least from my experience at my body weight and the way that I ride. Everybody's going to be slightly different. Their body weight's different, their lever lengths are different, so when they lean out over in front of their wheel, they're going to be pulling either more or less torque from the motor, etc. Yeah, so there's a groundhog. I don't know if you saw that on the GoPro, but over here to the right. Let me stand back up because we're going to head over into the other part of the park. Yeah, but let's see here, what else do I got? Oh, the shred lights. I got shred lights on here. I really like having those. They increase the visibility, and especially without me having to turn my headlight on, which takes some of the battery away from my wheel while also being entirely too bright for anything but off-road riding. So anybody who has a Lynx or a Sherman L understands what I'm saying. Pretty sure it's probably the same on the patent, but LeaperKim uses very bright lights, and I have to 3D print a little, it looks like a set of eyebrows over top of the lights to cover the top of it, or you are literally blinding cars in front of you, and they're going to be very, very upset with you. So I do have those eyebrows on there for when I do have to turn the lights on. And you can adjust the angle downward and all that good stuff, but it is still an extremely bright LED light that will piss cars off. So I have the little shred lights front, I think it's the SL300, which is a little duller than I have another one, it's called the SL1000, but that thing is so bright. I was getting cars that were high beaming me because I had it on, and that's what they were doing to me with the headlights. So I only wear that when I know I'm just like off-roading and it's going to get dark, and I'm going to potentially have to off-road my way out of a dark trail so I can light it up like the daylight. But very, very bright lights. I thoroughly recommend shred lights. I ride them in the rain, in the snow. I've had no issues. They're waterproof. They're very durable. They've never fallen off. I've laid a wheel down slow speed a couple times, never really fast, but slow speeds I've definitely laid some wheels down on the trail, had the shred lights on it, never had a problem. Probably never directly took a hit because of my armor that I had on my wheel next to it, but you get what I'm saying. Very rugged, good product. Again, kudos to you YouTube guys, because editing this footage is just a nightmare, so I don't do it. So you're gonna hear when I release this video, it's me just rambling on. I double cover topics all the time, and I'm sure you guys probably edit that out when you guys do it, and it's a lot of time, guys. I just want to ride, and you know, kudos to you guys. You spend a lot of time making those videos. Really awesome. I'll send a few shout outs to some YouTube channels that I like. A Wheel Good Time, Rob Fail, just great content. I knew the guy was gonna take off when he started posting videos, because he was very thorough and really good editing, you know. Marty, obviously, the Godfather. What you call it? Who we got? Go George Go, which I haven't seen too much content from him lately, so I hope he's doing what I'm doing, and he's just out enjoying his rides. Used to post a lot more on YouTube, but stopped. So I'm guessing it's probably the same deal. He's probably just tired of editing videos and, you know, putting out inferior product if he's not editing the video. But Chance Hines or Hines, or however you say his last name, just really good off-road rider. Dude is almost like, if he went to more events, I feel like he would, you know, be placing more often and be known a little more. But I'm guessing he's just enjoying his rides and balancing his work life, which is, you know, kind of all of us. Let's see, YouTube. Who else we got? Obviously, Wrong Way, who turned to Correct Way, now is back to Wrong Way. Dude's a great rider. Dude has a lot of good content. I just think that he got a little too obsessed with creating the content, maybe was spending too much time editing, kind of like I'm suggesting, like, that I don't like. For that reason, it takes a lot of the fun away when you're spending all your time trying to visually impress others with your footage and content, and just, you know, you only have so much time in a day, so it makes you fall out of love with stuff when you turn it into a job. And well, I understand that. You know, just take a break. Just take a break. Maybe you're feeling like that, take a break. Nothing's worth that. Money's cool and all, but unless, like, it's a do and die scenario and you're, you know, trying to save for cancer treatment or something like that, I don't see the need in doing something that you absolutely hate and you wake up wanting to jump off the roof because you do it. And you can just switch to something else, make a little less money, do something you love, take a break, do, you know, go on vacation, do whatever. You know, life's too short, man. I've lost a lot of my friends at young ages from, you know, whatever, random things, drugs and car accidents, motorcycle accidents, just random medical issues that pop up. And I'm only 36, so I can only imagine what sort of things are going to pop up from now to the time I get older. But while life is awesome, there's some depressing things that happen, and it's just too short. You know, you blink and years go by. So go enjoy your days, and don't worry about so much. I mean, I know obviously that everybody has stuff to worry about, but try to enjoy yourself. Try to make each day something you look back on and enjoy, not just stress and work and worried about this and worried about that. And it makes life go by so much faster and so much more stressful. So try to go do stuff you enjoy. I feel like it helps time slow down. It helps your brain enjoy your time. We only get so many spins around the sun, you know? and then our ride's over. So metaphorically, go enjoy your ride. Anyway, on a lighter note, we are coming up on a artisan fountain that they have here. Really awesome park here. Got a lot of space. I haven't even went down all the trails because a lot of them are cross intersecting and stuff like that, and I just haven't had enough time, and or just have been enjoying the trail that I was on so much that I didn't bother with the cross intersecting trails just to see what was on it. But you get what I'm saying. Let's see here. We are going to stop. I'll talk for a minute right near this artisan well, as long as there's no hikers near here that make me feel like an idiot for talking to my helmet. Alright, let's put it down here. There we go. Alright. Oh, Sherman. So, yeah, that Grizzly kit was a little bit of a pain in the ass to put on, but obviously it's worth the money, because any surface that could have took a shot is now protected by 3D foam. This is the eyebrow thing that I was talking about. The headlights. The horn. Obviously. Everything else. We got some old structures here. I'm not sure exactly what this one was. There's a sign over there that'll tell you, but pretty much they I'm gonna lock my wheel too. See, benefit of the Pidzoom horn. Now if anybody touches it while I walk over here, it'll start going off, making an alarm, which I doubt anybody would, but you know, can't ever be too safe. High tide right now. Usually you can jump down off the ledge, but tide is high. Summertime, so everything's grown up. In the winter or even fall, she's pretty bare, and you can see out. Cool little bench here. Yeah, well, there you go. And into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. John Muir. Oh, well, thank you, Axel Saravia and family. Yeah, nature's always been that thing for me. That's why when I found these unicycles, I knew that we were the perfect match, because I already love hiking. It's one of my favorite things to do, and this now, instead of covering, you know, 5 to 10 miles of hiking, and your feet and your legs be calling it a day, now you can cover 10 to 50 miles, you know, of hiking territory. Hit the unlock, good to go. All right, now turn the old Sherman on. There we go. Let's make our way out of here. Yeah, even though it's a street tire, we can still do off-road stuff. It's just not great. So obviously knobbies are better. But street tire makes my street experience so much better. Which this is a long-range wheel. Obviously, I'm going to be hitting some roads. I'd like to be comfortable on those roads, and I can always just go a little slower off-road. As to my Lynx, where I can just fly off-road. But I'll make another video soon with the 2,000 mile review on the Lynx, I believe is what I'm at, which is, it takes a while to get to, because your range isn't that far on the Lynx, you know, you're talking like a 50, 60 mile range tops if you're driving reasonably, because those are the rides that I used to put on my Lynx, but I was driving much slower than now I do with my Sherman. But, so we got here. You know, the YouTube channel that I haven't seen in a while pop up with a Eucs video, like he went mostly scooters and e-bikes. I guess maybe he was getting more views from the scooters and e-bikes, but his Ginger on Wheels, I used to love his videos. Oh, huge shout out to Paul Stallone over at Mono Rides up in New York. The guy is a saint. He helps me out every time I need an issue taken care of with my wheels. I work on nothing, guys. I'm not a handy person. If it's not installing a 3D part or something like that, I'm not touching it. If I got to take apart electronics and mess with motors and tires and any of that, I'm calling Paul. Better call Paul. Yeah, Mono Rides up in New York City. Really, really, really nice guy.